Hello, my name's Carrie. Welcome to Simply Freedom, and today we're going to talk about Christmas cards. Are they simple or are they stressful? So let's have a little chat about Christmas cards. I think for many people, Christmas cards are kind of starting to be a thing of the past. I think it kind of depends on your generation potentially, and just how we just don't mail things as much anymore. So Christmas cards can sometimes be really stressful, particularly if you found that you want to take a family photo and you want to have those printed, so you have to make the time to get everybody in the right gear, the right clothes for taking the picture. You have to maybe hire a photographer or get coordinated with a friend. There's a lot of steps involved in order to get the picture. Potentially, obviously you could use something from summer, you don't have to make any plans, but then you have to design the card, order the card, wait for the cards, and then eventually you're addressing the cards, buying stamps for the cards. There's a lot of steps involved just in sending greeting cards at Christmas. And I want to give you a couple ideas of ways to simplify that. The first is just simply opt out of sending cards. That would free up a lot of time, a lot of stress. And of course, I don't think you should opt out if that really feels wrong to you. You should only do what feels right to you, what feels joyful, whatever feels right to you is the right thing. The second thing you could do, I kind of alluded to it a second ago, is if you're going to make cards with your picture on it, use a photo that you've already taken previously in the year. Just go look through your phone, look through your photos, and use that photo in your Christmas card. That takes out the whole step of creating a picture, a family picture. The second one is to reduce the number of cards that you send, and that's exactly what I do. In fact, I already have my Christmas cards ready and addressed, but I have found I've had some years where I don't send cards at all, but when I started thinking about reducing the card quantity, I thought about who would I actually send the cards to, and so this is my Christmas card for this year. This one's already addressed, I'm not going to open it, but it's something I bought probably on clearance 2 or 3 years ago, and I only send 4, 5, 6 cards every year. This year I'm sending a card to my parents and my mother-in-law. I'm also sending a card to each of our daughters in college, and I'm sending a card, there's one other one, now I can't remember. Let's see, let me look at them real quick. Oh, to my sister. I'm sending one to my sister and her family. I've seen that they put the cards up on their refrigerator, and her kids are younger and appreciate, I think, getting all those cards and putting them on the refrigerator. But and then I think last year I had an aunt that I also sent a card to. Her husband had died that year, and I just thought it would be nice to send a greeting and send the sentiment that I was thinking about her, and knowing that it was a different Christmas for her this year. I'm not sending one this year, but it felt right to do it last year. So I think it's good each year just to evaluate who means the most to you, who would appreciate your card, just who do you want to send the cards to. And for you, maybe you reduced from 100 to 25, and that seems better. But for me, it's worked out to just have 5, 6 cards that I send every year to the most important people. Occasionally I will have a year where I'll send more cards, and that's usually after we've moved, so that people know that we've moved and have our address, that kind of thing. But cards are not an absolute for Christmas, and of course if they're meaningful to you, you like receiving them, I would suggest trying to find a way to simplify it. One of those would be, of course, getting your cards ready in October or November. You could even do them in July, because you generally know who your list is. You could start addressing them then. But if you're feeling very stressed, and cards is one of the things that you think you need to do, I would suggest that you reconsider and just consider whether you could make either do without cards altogether and eliminate that task, or if you could also just reduce your list and send far fewer cards so that it takes up less of your time and is less stressful and potentially more meaningful, because you're sending them to those who it really means something to you to send the card to. So what do you do for Christmas or the holidays? Do you send holiday cards? Do you send cards at another time of year? Let me know down in the comments. I'm curious what you do, and do you even find Christmas cards, the sending of them, do you find that stressful? I'm curious about that too. So talk to you soon. Bye.